Yay! So I'm hoping we're not going to have any audio issues, and I'm keeping an eye on the audio, but we shouldn't be having any. I am here with my mom, Mama Sovereign, and we're here to do a podcast together as promised. And I know people are probably here to yell at me because I have been gone too long. I am aware and I am sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be gone. I said that I wasn't going to be doing any normal work after my last bout of work, and then I ended up doing like a whole nother month of work. So that's why I've been gone. And I'm kind of under the weather today, even though the coffee made me feel better. But mom's had coffee, I've had coffee, like we're ready to go, and we're girl chatting today. Hello, all of the fans. Hi, Andrew. Yes, we're back. We're here. Just so you guys know, I've just been working, and I know I said I was going to stop doing that. I mean it this time. I am going to stop doing that. I know we need to go through headshots, Miss Universe. I know. I'm a little bit under the weather right now, but I'm here. I'm back. I moved. So there's a lot of stuff that's been happening in my world lately. Just so you guys know, if you think I've just been being lazy, I'm not, I swear. Okay, those of you who were on the last live stream that never got posted and you were just there, my life exploded. So, but you know what? I'm never, oh my God, what did I just drop? I'm being so irresponsible right now. Let me put this away before
I don't have any favorites.
I break anything.
For the 2022. Remember, that is something that you guys enjoy watching.
Aw, look.
I only come on there when Devon asks me to. And
Mom will, Mom doesn't do a lot of the pageant stuff, but when it comes to podcasting and live streaming, you probably will see more of her over here. Somebody said, I was binge watching you and Mama Sovereign last night. That's how much I love your content.
Aww.
Thank you. So.
We're goofballs.
We are goofballs. I said girl talk. We're spilling some personal tea today. We're spilling personal tea as promised because I did promise people that me and Mom would talk about this. So Mother is recently living the free single lady life. She's out here experiencing the world as a new booty, kind of, because it's been a long time. And things have changed. I don't have my coffee with me.
It's quite lonely.
You have me.
It's quite lonely. She's not always with me.
And you're not always with me.
Exactly. Like I said, single life is quite lonely.
I'm just like, what do you...
My kid leaves me.
You were out last night and I wasn't out.
I have to share him with, the other
Oh, you're talking about the important child. Okay.
She does her things. She's gone. She has her own schedule, and I don't always fit in and can't go.
Whatever.
So, yeah, single life is quite lonely.
So...
But I have made a lot of girlfriends.
You have made a lot of girlfriends.
Tons. I'm ecstatic about that.
So, because everybody doesn't really know your story. They've seen Christmas vlogs of you, but they don't really understand. So you've
tell my story.
We don't have to go into the details of your story because it's long. It's very long.
It's years long.
Okay, can you tell them how many years? Because they don't know how long.
9 years.
Only 9? It's been longer than that.
Okay, well, I have a 9-year-old.
I know you have a 9-year-old, but you had time before the 9-year-old.
I was involved in an off and on relationship for 16 years, and I have a 9-year-old with that person.
My little brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
There. Done.
Yes.
Let's not talk about it.
We didn't need to know the whole past. But remember, I still have all the footage of us talking in the living room and discussing your little pent up energy. That one's only going to hit the Patreon if I ever get around to posting it, which I probably will. It'll be for the Patreon.
You've caught me on so many different things.
I know. Okay.
I'm her best friend for life, or she'll blackmail me.
You're my mom, okay? I don't have to blackmail you for anything. So what were I know, but you guys don't know unless you're part of the Patreon maybe. What were your big things? Because a lot of women can relate.
Hi, Spain.
We've all been in the situation, sort of, kind of. What were your biggest complaints? Like, why were you trying to break free? What made you want to be free?
Now we're getting deep into the story.
No, it's not a story. It's what made you want to be free. Like, there's a reason you no longer wanted to be in a relationship. Like, what put you in that mind space?
Well, realizing that my relationship was taking too long to evolve. After being involved with, something for that lengthy of a time, you expect to be more where, you want to be. And I looked at where I wanted to be, and I felt like I was changing someone to be the person I wanted them to be. And I realized that's not something, you can do or should expect someone to do. So, yeah, I wanted more than what that person
could provide.
Yeah, so we weren't compatible, and I was kind of just living life trying to, I don't know, suppress the inner girl.
That is very true. That's
like, I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna be this person and don't go overboard. And the overboard, just.
Yeah. I think that's one thing I noticed about you, which annoyed me with mom. I mean, when your girlfriend, your mom, whoever is in a relationship, you kind of got to take a step back and let them live their lives. When your best friend gets into a relationship, it's like, well, like somebody got my girl, like, dang it. But you got to let them be happy. But you were not normal you. Because you guys kind of know my mother. She's very upbeat. She's very active. She likes to be out and about and do things. She wants to be everywhere. But when she was in a relationship, like, she was not out motorcycle riding with me. She was not doing bars. She wasn't having girlfriends. She wasn't like, her entire life was devoted to home and her family and her home life.
Even my outings, they were all like, let's do it as a family.
Yeah, which family stuff is fun.
But I mean, after raising a 9-year-old, a woman needs her time to shine with her homegirls. It reminds you of who you are and what you like to do, and your friends can, like, they know things that you forget. They're looking outside of the box.
So is it safe to say that you don't want to necessarily be a housewife?
Yeah, I don't know what I want, because everything sounds nice. When it's presented in front of you in a nice way, it sounds great. Like, I would love to be a housewife, but then after actually being one, then you're like, but am I giving up all the other things that I like to do? Like, I'm all different walks of life. Like, I like a lot of things.
You do.
I can't just I would love to be home and be a housewife, but then there's like, I kind of like to work too, so. Or what if I want to go to school?
That's the thing.
I'm all over the place. Like,
when it comes to you, you see the best in everybody in every situation.
Of course.
So,
and we all should.
Like, my mom's very high energy, high upbeat person, but she'll meet someone who's like very subdued, shy, quiet, doesn't like to go out, and still will like want to be around that person. And I have to remind
we can be friends. Let me show you how fun life is.
I have to remind her, like,
you can't change
you
people.
can be friends with that, but you can't chase that. You can't latch on to that, because that's not the life you want to live.
I expect to be able to show them how easy it could be to, join me and having fun like that.
Yeah,
or not just join me just to be that type of person.
You always want to try to change somebody.
I don't. I just think I could.
You could show them the other side.
Just
you're just like, if I introduce them to the other side of life, then they'll be more flamboyant.
They'll show their
come
fun
out.
side.
That's
no. Them will come out.
A lot of women have that, mentality. They're like, if I show him or if I teach him for anybody, and I'm like, that's trying to change somebody. Yeah. And you shouldn't try to do that. I know. I do that too. I get it from you. I get it from you. But yeah, you have that that thing of wanting to show people and change people. And
I don't want to change them. I just want to show them.
You're attempting to
inspire
change.
Yeah, fun. Fun. I'm bringing fun into their lives.
Yes, but being that you're so extroverted and you're such a social butterfly, you need people like you. You don't need to calm it down. When you're in a relationship and you, like, especially for as long as you were there and you're forced to bottle it up, you shouldn't be forced to bottle it up anymore. Let it out and then just find people who match that energy. Find the people who match. And the funny thing is, like, you guys don't know this. Maybe some of you who... Hold on, I have one of our little co-hosts over here. We pato. I think you can do both if the man around you to be free. I understand what you're saying. If you have a man around you who has that same energy, who allows you to be free, who wants to participate in that fun, absolutely. I'm trying to show mom that those people exist and stop. Like, she gets real attracted to the quiet people. She'll be very attracted to the quiet people, and then she gets upset when they're not the same energy or same level as her.
I don't know. It's like bringing someone to the dance floor, like, come on, dance with me. And then you're all dancing, and then they're just standing there.
Yeah. You want someone to feed off your energy. You want
Yes,
someone to
I
be
do.
your
And they
hype
should be able to
man.
do that because I got a lot of that.
But that's why I try to tell you, like, as fun as it may seem to drag the flowers off the wall, you, specifically you need someone who's on your level. You need a me.
But I like wallflowers too.
I like wallflowers too, but they're good to be friends with. You can't keep them.
Oh.
And that's what you want to keep.
everybody.
You do. You want to keep like all the little stray animals.
I do.
Mom wants to keep them.
I think they're cute.
The messed up thing is, some of you who are on my Instagram have seen clips of like my mom in the morning when we were in the living room having coffee in onesies, like talking all types of mess. I would get together with her, and you can actually see how the inside of you was ready to just explode because you've been cooped up too long, and every morning you were like wound up. Every morning she's like, God, I can't do this. I can't go here. I feel like I can't be free. Like every morning.
You have to become a Patreon. She's going to put it on blast.
My mom was going nuts, and you can like see the deterioration. You were getting worse because you've been cooped up for too long. That's not your natural element. You cannot keep a social butterfly cooped up for too long and just think they're like an explosion will happen. Like she's gonna do something. She was cooped up way too long. She could not have fun. I'm an introvert. I don't think relationship with an extrovert will work. I'm too shy.
See, I find that cute.
It can work.
It makes me want to just
hug
people and be like, look, let me show you how fun. Let's go here, do this. And like she said, you feel me? I'm doing it again.
It can, and you don't really want to do social environments. You don't really want to go adventure. You don't really want to explore. Like if you're a true homebody, then no, it's not going to work. Don't put yourself in that situation because the extrovert's going to drive you nuts. The extrovert is going to want to go here and do this and do that and drag you everywhere, and it's just going to drain you.
Not necessarily, because if they know that you're not into that, you have to take baby steps with introduction. You just can't take them out to a whole bunch of
But what I'm saying
places.
is, if you know you cannot tolerate that lifestyle, all you're going to do is drag the extrovert down, and they're eventually going to either resent you or they're going to start acting crazy because they're cooped up too long. If you're willing to, go for the first time, truly in a very long time, how has that been?
Boring and fun.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say boring and fun. You're
boring
saying
and fun.
You're a contradiction.
No, because look, when I come home, I'm used to, having someone there. And now my son's gone because I'm sharing. And she's not always here. And then I just twiddle my thumbs. I'm like, what do I do now?
She does not twiddle her thumbs. She goes...
I'm excited.
She will go to bars now without me. She'll go and make friends the same night. That's why she's saying she has a ton of girlfriends. Mom's been hitting the bars and making girlfriends and just living life. And you do seem a lot happier.
They're single too, except for one. One's married. No, two are married.
Does she bring her husband out? Did she bring her husband out?
Oh, once, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love men that can go out with me. That makes me so happy.
I met them as a couple.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love that. I want to be a part of that couple. I want to be the fun couple that gets to go out and have fun together.
Right.
I still have to tell Patreon about, I have to make a fake name. I got to come up with a fake name.
I'm going out as a couple, I think you've met your soulmate when you can do things like that. Because most of the time when guys and girls go out together, they know each other's taste and style. I feel there's going to be I saw you looking at a girl, or that girl's looking at you, or, they'll know, if there's this one person in the club or bar or whatever that is going to catch your eye or something. So if you can go out with your significant other and you guys have no problems like that, that's your soulmate.
Well, I feel like that's just a boundary
That's
issue.
Your twin flame.
That's just a boundary issue because we got to come up with a fake name for it. I'm just going to say D. But after that first incident, and then we in a sort of relationship, I've never had that. Usually I'm the extrovert and I'm around introverts all the time. So finding an extrovert that, I can get together with was crazy. But I think it's a boundary issue. Are you reading the chat?
Yes, I'm reading.
Well, you read slow. Stop that.
I do.
You read
I read slow.
terribly
I text slow.
But a lot of people, I think, have boundary issues where they don't want to go out to a bar or a club, and they don't want their partner to be crossing those thresholds, crossing boundaries, not knowing where to draw the line. That's what
That's why I
creates
said
an issue.
if you're able to go out with someone, you know, and you don't have any issues with that person doesn't have any issues with you, then
Well, it's not like if me, let's say like if you're my boyfriend, we could be totally fine, but I need to know you are going to draw the line when other people overstep my boundaries. It's not me or you overstepping boundaries. I need you to draw the line when they overstep the boundaries. If a girl comes and sits on my man's lap, you better chuck her in the bin before I come get her. Chuck her in the bin.
there's still eye contact. You know, when you walk in and you're feeling good about yourself, and then your person is constantly staring at the next.
Yeah, that's not okay. Because if you can see, like, that's a less
That's what I'm
lingering,
talking about.
I'm interested face. You don't want to be around somebody like that where you can read their face and clearly see.
Typically, that is the that's what males do when they go out.
Not all guys.
Majority.
See, she's had some negative experiences.
They
We
have
gotta.
the wandering eye, but I mean, I can see if you look at a chick, but if you constantly do this, and you know, like
You're constantly like checking out other
Right.
girls underneath.
Or if a girl catches your eye and she's looking at you, and you just glare back, like
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to see that either.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to see that.
If you can go out with someone and you guys are like, none of that happens, then I think you've met your soulmate.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I've seen guys that are able to avoid, like, oh, she looks nice, and then go on about their life. I've actually seen that. I've witnessed it, and now I'm like, wow, that's out there. It actually exists. So. But most men don't do that. I see them in grocery stores, everywhere you go, they're doing that.
they're always checking out
Even
girls.
in a car. If they're in a car with a girl, they're still like, I know it could be their sister, their cousin, whatever, but that's not what it looks like.
I went on a date with somebody, and he was talking about he'd always wanted to go to the Las Vegas like pool parties. If you guys don't know, Vegas throws the most amazing pool parties during the summertime, like foam parties. It's insane. He had always wanted to go, and I had always wanted to go. And when we had gotten into, we started, when we went on our date, I was like, if we're still around each other in summertime, I'll totally go with you. And he was like, no, I'm not, I wouldn't go if I was in a relationship. And I'm like, well, why? He was like, because I don't want other men looking at the woman that I'm with. Because in men's minds, when they are looking at women, he's like, I don't want these men taking a visual image of my woman home with them so they can think about her in the shower, so they can think about her when they go to sleep at night. I don't want the visual image of my woman in any man's mind at all. So he did not want to go to these Vegas pool parties with me, which I was like, I know there's going to be sexy women everywhere. I'm not jealous. I'm territorial, but I'm not a jealous woman. I don't care. They can be pretty girls around all the time. I'm not going to I'm not tripping out. I'm not tripping out at all. Somebody said, oh my God, the 17-minute mark. I don't know what we did. I don't know what we said. But I'm just territorial. Like, if a girl oversteps boundaries, I expect you to put her in her place, because then I'll get real feisty real quick. Okay? We can fight. I don't care. But the same way you think about certain things, men think about it too. They're like, I don't want other guys even looking at you. I don't want other guys even having daydreams about you. I don't want that
like
at all.
I said, I mean, eyes are for looking, you know what I mean? I don't mind you looking, seeing someone pretty, but I mean, it's when you stare. It's like you're looking for that person to look back.
Yeah.
Or like you're waiting for your chance to catch their eye contact.
Women can see that.
Yeah.
We certainly can see that. And I think you're a little bit more on the jealous side than I am. I'm a little bit more tolerant.
You know why? Because I'm an affectionate person.
Excuse me?
And I need affection
I'm
constantly.
sorry, excuse me?
And if you're not being
Are you telling, wait,
affectionate
so I'm
to me,
sorry.
and then
I'm
your
sorry.
eyes are going that way. Yeah, I got a problem with
I'm
it.
sorry.
You better be like,
you're saying this like I'm not an affectionate person. Are you kidding me right now?
We're talking about the topic here.
It seems
Focus.
I'm just saying, no, because you said because I'm an affectionate person.
No, I'm talking about me.
I'm not an affectionate person. Okay, me and my mom are very much.
This isn't about you.
Me and mom are very much cut from the same cloth.
Tell her everything is not about her.
We are extremely affectionate. We want all your time, attention, love, cuddles, kisses, and the whole thing. We are insatiable. Okay, we want it all of it. But mom's a lot. You're a lot easier to catch an attitude, catch a case, catch a fight before I will.
I am friendly. I'm all about love.
Oh, you
I
are
love
friendly.
love.
You love when it's directed at you. But another woman directing it at somebody that you're with, you get feisty quick.
In a nice way.
Oh, lies.
I'm nice. I'm nice
Lies.
about it.
I'm much more tolerant. Mom will. Oh, she will not be happy. She will not be happy.
Cutthroat.
Yeah. I'm tolerant because if I'm with somebody, if I'm with somebody that I think is sexy, I expect that other women are gonna think you're sexy too. Like, boo, check him out. I know he's cute. I expect you to think he's cute too.
You can look, you can talk, you can comment, but
Yeah.
no touchy.
No touchy. No, no. I would be insulted if women didn't check out my man. Like, I picked him. Okay, this is. I mean, I know he's good. He's nice. I get it, but don't touch him. Don't call him. Don't touch him. Don't try to friend request him. I will kill you. I just don't do that. I'm not the one. But mom's worse than I am because she'll get you like in the bar. She'll get you like 10 seconds after she caught you looking too long. She can get you. She a little. Question for the sovereign and mama sovereign: if a guy confesses his feelings for you, but he's not your type,
all the time.
and you find him gross, how would you turn him down and not break his heart?
Happens all the time.
It does happen all the time.
I've been asked if you weren't in a relationship and if I wasn't married. that's what I get. If I wasn't married and you weren't in a relationship, would you date me? You think I have a shot? And I'm like, why would you say that? You act as if me answering, you're gonna go and break up with your wife or something. Like,
yeah, but that's not what they're asking.
I know, but they don't.
I understand.
That's something you don't need to know. Stay in your lane.
So in this situation, what I would say is that I am not currently in the emotional state to where I feel like I can pursue a legitimate relationship with you. I don't think anybody could get mad at you for saying that. And I've had it happen to me where, people are into me and, that doesn't mean that they're not a nice person. It doesn't mean that they're not a great guy or whatever. I'm just not attracted. I'm just not into them. I would just be like, depending on if we're friends or not. If you're not friends, then it's a lot easier to shut that person down. So if it's just a stranger, then you just let them know I'm just not in that emotional state to where I feel that level of attraction to you, and let it go. Just keep it as professional as possible and, be very understanding. It is difficult to levy rejection on people, though. That's hard to do.
People don't take rejection. That's why I have to try to find the kindest way to say, I'm not in a good headspace to even begin to say yes or no. Because when your feelings are all over the place, like, you're going to find something good about everyone or something you don't like about everyone. That's what happens when your feelings are all over the place.
Yeah.
You're like, either you're pushing people away constantly or you're just making bad decisions because you love the world.
That is you. That is Mom.
That's me.
Mom's
totally.
she has that headspace
so
where
I
she
generally
makes.
have to say, I'm all over the place right now. And
She is.
Like, I could say yes and then 2 seconds later be like, no. That's why it's not good for me to just involve myself in those type things.
I think she thought that I was making fun of you. You thought I was making fun of you when I was telling you, you keep getting sucked into people that you shouldn't because they're not right. And she's like, she'll always say, but they're great at this, but they're great at that. But, and I'm like, there should be no buts. Especially when you're looking at something a little bit more serious or establishing a future relationship, there should be no buts. Yeah. You shouldn't be making excuses for somebody in the beginning, like off jump. It shouldn't be like, I know they have these issues, but they give me this. Like, that's not how this is supposed to work. And that's Mom. Like, she is always seeing the best in people. She's always making excuses for people. And Mom, for the first time, I introduced you to Bumble. Yeah. Mom has finally been introduced to Bumble. She saw Bumble when I was on it, and I showed her. But she has her own account now. What was your first impression of Bumble?
It was cool when you were on it. For me, it's overwhelming.
I think your ability to choose for yourself is a little skewed. Your radar isn't very precise.
Yeah, let's just see, my balance is totally off.
Yeah. Because my mom...
Je ne sais quoi, or what do you call it? I can't remember.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, there you go. Je ne sais quoi.
Mom is very attracted to introverts. You
Introverts.
love
I like
no
people.
but you like the mystery of an introvert, the people
Oh,
that are quiet,
okay, yeah.
withdrawn by
That's
the
weird.
wall. You're very
It is. I
attracted to that,
know.
but you also don't like
I
introverts.
don't. I don't. I don't. I like, they're not fun. They're all like this,
But
whatever.
I keep
But they
trying
like
to,
to watch you have fun,
yeah.
and I enjoy that. Like, someone who I feel like they can tolerate me, but they never engage.
That's
They
the
don't,
thing.
I need them to engage.
You should never settle for being tolerated. Imagine how insulting it would be if you're dating somebody and they're
I'm all
just
over the
like,
place, though.
and
So I'm a lot to take in. So if you could even tolerate it, I find that,
imagine how insulting it would be if your partner was like, I tolerate you. I
that-
tolerate your presence.
Okay, well, that's not the word I was
I
actually
tolerate,
looking for.
but that's exactly what these introverts are doing when it comes to you.
Okay, but I didn't mean tolerate. I mean,
Ma, you're not listening. The people that you think are fun, they tolerate your extroverted social butterfly nature, but they don't necessarily love it. You need to find someone who loves those parts of you, because that's a major part of who you are, not someone who's just gonna tolerate it.
what she said.
And that's very hard for her to do because, number one, she's very attracted to introverts and she sees the good in everybody.
I really do.
Like, literally everybody.
I'll find a reason to have fun with anybody. Yeah. Let's go.
And I have to
Let's
tell
go
her,
do that.
like, no, this one's not good. Like, you can be friends with this one, but don't get attached. She's like, why? But this person's great at this, but this person's great at that. We're not making excuses. We know that this person is not a good match for who you are, which is a bundle of freaking energy.
Yep.
You guys think I'm a bundle of energy? She's twice me with no restraint, none, and no self-awareness. She just goes.
Yep.
Fabian says, to be honest, I've never had a relationship before, but I'm really scared to catch feelings for somebody because I don't know how I will act or express my emotions.
I have a person like that at my job right now. He's a hermit, and I just find that kind of cool.
You are attracted to introverts.
I like nerds.
Stay away. Because you see how her face lit up. For those of you watching on the podcast or listening on the podcast,
My friend,
her face lit up even talking about an introvert. And I'm telling you right now, don't you dare, mother. Don't you dare. No, stop. You're smirking. You guys see this? She's already doing the thing. And this is what I have to deal with all the time. Leave the introverts alone, please.
I am dealing with myself. I love myself. I am committed to myself at the moment.
Look, We Pato is in the comment section, like, caping for the introverts. They're like, we are fun. I just like to be alone. The thing about...
I like that.
No, you don't. Okay, me and you are the same. Me and you are very much the same. Okay, you introverts, you guys like to be alone, but I don't want to leave you alone.
That's
okay?
how I feel.
My thing is, I'll leave you alone to work or whatever, but when I'm in your presence, I'm going to sit on your lap. I'm going to hug you and kiss you. I don't care if you're cooking. Like, I'm be hugging you while you're cooking.
You love me enough to put
right?
that down for a second.
Even if you're at work, like, I'm going to send you some distracting text messages because I want your attention. Like, and you're going to get annoyed with me. Like,
Exactly.
girl, do you ever...
Yeah, right.
Don't you have something to do? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting at my desk in my office, but I was thinking of you and I just wanted to distract you from work. I don't... Like, you're my happy place. You're my best friend. I don't know how to not... Like, it's like having a freshly baked warm chocolate chip cookie in front of your face and you're telling me I can't eat it. Like, you're not even going to let me sneak a lick? Nothing. You cannot put something that tempting in front of me and then be like, but you got to leave me alone. I can't. I'm sorry. Some of you people could not handle me on a dating capacity. As friends, fine. But dating, I'm nibbling on your face constantly. Like, what do you...
Yeah, but I've said that to people and they just laughed.
Because,
the hermit people. Like, the ones that like to be alone, they find it hilarious. So I'm like, oh, they could deal with that.
I don't know. We Pato says the secret to introvert is we talk too much, so your mom needs to be a good listener. I like it when the introverts finally do start to open up. I will sit there and listen to you talk about anything. I will sit there and listen to you talk about God of War, freaking Looney Tunes. I don't care. Because when I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm mesmerized by any and everything you do. I don't care what it is. We could sit there and literally watch paint dry together. If I get to lay in your lap while we do it, I'm happy. I can do it for hours. Legit, no problem.
Yeah, it's true.
No freaking problem.
It's true. We're into whatever you're into practically.
Yeah, that's the fun thing
Practically.
about an extrovert is we will tackle anything with you, even if it's nothing at all. If you want to stay in bed for 12 hours and just nap and like with our feet touching, I'll be happy. I'm good. The problem when it comes with extroverts is when we do need that exploratory release, when we do need to go on an adventure, sometimes it's really difficult to get those damn introverts to come out and explore with us. Because you're still my best friend. You're still
Yeah.
like my everything. I want you out here in the world with me. And that's where the problem comes.
Yeah, it's
Because
true.
mom loves the introverts and, you know, the conversation that comes with introverts and the intimacy that comes with introverts. But her extroverted nature still needs a release. She still wants to go socialize. She still wants to go to a party every now and then. She wants to go on an adventure. And the introverts are like, I don't want to get off the couch. I don't want to get out of bed.
I want to work from home. I have this to do.
Yeah,
that to do.
and that's where the friction starts to happen.
Yeah, I'm bubbly. I need exercise. I need to go stare at the stars, lay in the park on a blanket, just absolutely do like random ridiculous stuff.
Honestly,
Museums. I don't know. Opera.
we're both of us are very like
Skateboarding.
spontaneous.
Like we just do random stuff.
Even like you guys see us in these onesies. We're both wearing onesies. Mom's got her fox onesie. I've got my unicorn onesie on. For those of you listening on the podcast, we're wearing onesies right now. We just got back from Rayleigh's, a grocery store, buying coffee creamer in these onesies. Like we don't give a damn. We will go out and do whatever the hell we want.
I was nice and warm.
No, but I'm saying like other people would be like, why would you go to the store in onesies? Because we live the way we want to live. That's how we exist. That's what we do.
You have to be who you are. You know, be you. If you don't do what you want to do in life, then it's harmless to others.
It is.
Yeah.
But some people really, and I've talked about this.
Why are you doing that? They don't, if you don't like me for what I do, then don't like me.
I've talked about this on the channel
It's
multiple
harmless.
times when, the pageant community and whatnot. And I'm happy you said that because then they're finally seeing what I'm saying is real. You should be able to live your life however you want.
How is going to
regardless,
the store in a onesie going to bother anyone?
But that's what I'm saying. Live your life the way you want, regardless of what other people have to say about it. I will go to the store in a onesie and high heels. I really don't give a damn what anyone has to say, how they look at me, how they judge me. That's why I get so worked up when these girls start crying over God knows whatever criticism I gave them. I'm like, as if it's that important. Especially when you're in a competition, like, who cares?
I'm warm, cozy, and I'm cute.
I live the way I live regardless of what people think of me.
And that's what matters.
Period. And the only time I really worry about what people think of me is honestly when I'm doing the dating thing. Like when it comes to YouTube and all of my social media and everything, I typically keep that really quiet just because I know that there could be a little bit of judgment, and I don't want them researching me online before they get to know me in person. Because even though a lot of you guys who have been around for so long, you know a lot of my personality, like my very true personality, I'm very much myself online. There's a section of me that's only reserved for people that date me. And I don't want them to think that I'm just wacky, crazy, and outlandish all the time. I do have the capacity to shut up and just relax and lay on a couch and watch a movie. Wipato says, it's hard to get us out, right? Yeah, you introverts. And I need to...
Yeah, but then you get sucked into social media life and you forget how to, like, engage with actual people. You only do it when you're forced to, and it makes it really awkward. If you have to go and actually handle some business in person, you're going to constantly have that feeling of being awkward or, because you're not used to socializing. Just try when you go out to a grocery store doing something other than hello, good morning.
Oh, yeah. That was actually in my how to approach women video, which is still a good thing for even introverts, is how to just talk to people. One of the things in the video is telling people, like, the homework of that video was to go out and actually just try to give normal compliments, everyday conversation to strangers so that you get into the rhythm and you get more comfortable having interactions with others.
Some people are not going to get the response that they're looking for, and that's why they're like, well, that's why I don't do it. You know what I mean? This is why I don't.
Yeah, but you can't give up.
That's what
now,
I'm saying.
There is a fun thing that I've realized through, being around introverts, and I was telling Mom about this. I'm not going to tell you guys all the details because, woo, it's a lot of details. But God, it's Jasper. Okay. So, those of you on the Patreon, you are well acquainted. I've been telling tales about this person named Jasper. And last time I was on live, which is not posted because there was too much personal tea in there, I said Jasper was gone. Funny enough, Jasper returned that night, that very night. So,
yes.
Yes. You know who? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know who Jasper is. So, Jasper is an introvert that I know. For those of you who aren't on the Patreon, Jasper is an introvert that I know, that I had been on, a few dates with before. And he's fun to speak to. He's fun to interact with. We play video games and whatnot, but getting him actually excited, getting him active, getting him to just be lively is, to me, was a challenge. And then I'm very affectionate, and he seemed very withdrawn and not affectionate, and that will kill me. Like, that'll kill my spirit. Affection is the air I breathe, you guys. I need that. If you're gonna be with me, like, I need the hugs, kisses, love, personal touch. Physical touch is my love language. I need it. I can't live without it. And you're the same way. Don't you giggle. You are the same way. But he didn't really seem like he was capable of.
That's the difference.
She will still it.
That's the difference.
But this is why you can't be around introverts. You would kill it. You would destroy an introvert because you over here smothering them and they don't know how to handle it.
Yep.
That's why you can't be with an introvert. No, because she will drown you. She will drown you. Absolutely. But I didn't really want to talk to him.
She doesn't mean that.
I didn't really want to talk to him because I'm just like, I need the affection, and he didn't seem like that type of person. What I've noticed from some of these introverts is that they have the capacity to give more. They're either just fearful or they're repressed. Some of you introverts out there have been with people who shamed you when you tried to give affection or you tried to do something, and that hurt you so much to where you were like, I'm never doing that again. Never putting myself out there like that again. And so they never want to give it because they are fearful of that judgment. They don't want to be looked down upon. They don't like that judgment. So they keep it locked up. Because through learning from this introvert, like, as I've coaxed more out of him and like we've spoken and we're on like a friendship level and I'm learning more, as he's gotten more comfortable with me, he starts revealing stuff that I'm like, whoa, like, whoa, that I never thought would come out of an introvert's mouth. Some of you introverts out there, okay? Y'all are some kinky people.
Yeah, that's what happens when
kinky people.
No, I was told the longer you're not engaged with something, the higher your level goes for that.
But it's I'm not saying freaky. I'm saying kinky.
All the above.
There is a difference.
It's going to go high on both sides.
Some of the introverts are very repressed, whether it be physically or emotionally. They're afraid to show it. Yep. But once it comes out, you're like, oh my God, wait, what happened? Like, where is this coming from? I'm over here like flabbergasted from the things that I've seen and heard from introverts that I did not think would put themselves out there like that. Like, what do you do in the privacy of your own home? What did you just tell? You guys are. Shane says, when I try to be more open, people would just say that it is unlike me and that I'm being fake. So from then on, I just keep to myself. And that's troublesome.
Hey, you got to stay you.
You do. And
if it looks fake, then that's what it looks like on their side. That specific person feels that way.
Yeah, and that's what I've come to realize is that some people, and it's a real shame. Some people have been shamed into repressing their own nature.
Yeah, people ask me, they say, "Are you always like that?" And I just laugh.
Yeah. They've been shamed into repressing their own nature, and they feel like they can't trust anybody with who they truly are, so they just keep it pent up and locked up. And
I say, yes, I'm always like this,
right?
People call me special. I'm used to it. I say that all the time. But I say also, there's a little bit of special in everyone.
But that's like the fun of having an extrovert next to you is like, once you give us a whiff of the true you, we're going to get it out of you.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get it out of you because I've noticed that people feel comfortable opening up to me. Because when it comes to me, there is no judgment from me. No matter what you want to say, what you want to think, what you're into, I do not judge people. I'm like, I want to see the true you. Give me the true you. I'm not going to shame you or bash you for it. I'm allowing you to bring it out. People have told me some of the most off the wall crazy things that I never thought I would ever be involved in. And then I'll ask them, I'm like, have you told anybody else? Like, where is this coming from? Do your past partners know about this? And they'll be like, no, I've never told anybody. Like, some of these people are damn near 40 years old and they've never told anyone. And I'm like, why are you so repressed? Why are you so pent up? What happened to make you feel like you cannot be yourself, or you're so afraid of that judgment? Jasper's super afraid of being judged, which I get. I mean, he's very kinky. I've just learned that. But he's very afraid of judgment. And it's a shame because I was prepared to not talk to this person anymore because I felt like they were being too withdrawn. I felt like they were being too withdrawn. I think they were too retracted. And I was like, you're not for me.
About losing their image, their self-image or whatever. You only live once. High school is over. Once you're an adult, do what you want to do.
Pato says, you're right. We are crazy. We're just shy. And I'm starting to realize that. But I don't like to force people into situations that they're not going to like. So I'm not too pushy. But once I realize that they're hiding things and they're just repressed, then I feel comfortable enough dragging it out of people. Then I'll feel comfortable enough to just like, let's see what you got in there, because now I'm interested. Now you've piqued my interest, but you got to give me something. A true introvert who's truly just like kind of a lazy bones kind of sloth behavior, you're not for me.
Hey, just slide her a paper and be like 1 to 10. What's your freaky level? What's your kinky level? What's your this level? If you can't like verbally sit there and have that conversation and you want to know, a person, you just exchange papers.
You know what? I've actually proposed that once. I actually did propose that. I was like,
how do you feel about XYZ?
I proposed that to somebody I was talking to once. I'm like, instead of doing this whole dating thing, right? Because we all hate it. Dating just kind of sucks.
Yes, it's just. Yeah.
I'm just like, we should all write out resumes, and then our first date should be an exchange of resume, an interview
in person, and you get to see their expression while they read it.
An in-person interview, and then if you approve of the resume and the person, you sign off on it. And from that date forward, you're going to try to be in a relationship up until it is dissolved. Kind of like a work thing. Like, make it like a job, okay? You're on like a probationary period for the next 2 months. Let's try and see if this works. Because then we get past the whole talking situationship
of what
stage.
You're into.
I hate
the embarrassing part.
I don't like the situationships where it's an undefined relationship. I hate that. I hate undefined relationships.
Dating does that.
I don't like dating.
You can't be like, okay, we're gonna make this a thing. You can't just. It's hard.
I don't like dating.
It's not
I hate
safe
it
to date one person. Let's put it that way. You should totally mingle.
I mean, I'm okay with mingling.
I enjoy dating one person, but it's not a healthy thing to do because sometimes this is not healthy. It's not.
Oh, somebody had a question for you. Mama Sovereign, is your hair braided and how did you get them done? I'm jealous.
Woo!
My mom's hair is in locks. She has it dreadlocked. It's not braids, it's dreadlocks, just like my little brother.
Braid it.
Just like little brother. That's what's going on there. For those of you on the Patreon, and you've never seen Mama Sovereign,
I love it.
She has dreadlocks and it suits her very nicely.
I love it.
Low maintenance, all that.
Yeah, it's twisted.
Yes. It's a black people thing. Okay?
But I can braid it.
But yeah, the whole dating situation. Oh my God, Pato. You know what? Pato, you're on it. You're on it. You guessed it. Jasper's a Libra. Absolutely.
Ooh, somebody knows their stuff.
You're on it. That's impressive. That's very impressive. He's a Libra. He's a Libra.
You described him.
I must have but I didn't describe him that
you
well. But
described a Libra.
He's a Libra. Wow. That's super impressive. But yeah, I don't like the dating thing because I would like, you know what? You guys answer me this. How long is it appropriate to date multiple people before you should make something official? Like, at what point do you need to either cut it off or make it official? Because
that's a good question.
I will mingle and kind of gauge my interest in different people for a while, but I don't like stringing anybody along.
Mm-mm.
And I really do like having my focus on one person because then I can give it all. Give it my all. You get all of me, all of my attention. If I'm dating more than one person, I'm not going to engage and give as much as I otherwise would if we were in a relationship.
You're trying to see what you're into, what they're into, what you're, if there's any type of compatibility, like, how would conversation go, with a few different people.
I don't like dating multiple people. That's not,
it's hard.
That's super not my thing. Because then you get into the situation where you might have more than one person who you're severely interested in, or they're severely interested in you, and then you have to cut somebody off.
That hurts.
And you're gonna hurt somebody.
You're gonna hurt yourself for doing
you hurt, because if you're actually attracted and into this person, you have to let them go. That does hurt. So that's why I'm like, I try to prevent myself from getting anywhere involved in that, because I don't like being hurt. Nobody does.
No.
That's horrible. And then you have,
It's
of course,
difficult. Dating is difficult.
it's incredibly difficult. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've had people pursue me. Like, I wasn't even interested in a relationship with them, and then they would pursue me. And after months, I'd finally be like, yeah, okay, we can try this. Since you're so persistent, clearly this is something you want. So at least I don't have to worry about you, right? I'm thinking I'm safe because this person clearly knows what they want after pursuing me for months.
Nope.
And then I'll find out they're secretly still married, even though they're separated. They're secretly still married. Didn't tell me about that. Secretly have 3 kids they didn't tell me about. And a side chick they were kissing at the bar last week. Like, you pursued me all this time and you got stuff in the background going on. I'll have guys pursue me and then suddenly change their mind and be like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I can, I'm not prepared for this, or I don't know. Like, I'm like, wait, what? You're the one that initiated this. You're the one that dragged me into this. You're the one that pulled me into this. And then you're just breaking the whole thing. So you pulled me in to hurt me, or what? Like, was it just the thrill of the chase? Like, that's a long chase, sir. That's why it's so difficult to date, because even when people put in so much effort, you still don't know their intentions. This is one reason you guys have been on my channel this whole time and you've never seen me pop up with a guy. Not ever. I've never had a guy on my channel, ever. But I don't think I've ever been in like a serious relationship while being a YouTuber, which is extreme to say because I've been on YouTube for so long, but that's how long it's been since I've been in a serious relationship, because I don't play games, guys. I really don't. Wee Pato says I'm a Libra too. That explains a lot. Kinky. Y'all are kinky. I'm telling you right now, you Libras, but you know what? I kind of like the Libras. I'm not going to lie. Scorpios, sorry. Y'all can kick rocks. I'm sorry. No, forget a Scorpio. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I have been proven right time and time again when it comes to a Scorpio. Bye-bye. Bye. I'm sorry.
That's just not for you.
Scorpios cannot be trusted.
No.
Scorpios cannot be trusted. Y'all have emotional issues, anger issues, repressed emotions. I don't mess with a Scorpio. I'm telling you right now, you Scorpios don't. We can be friends or something. I'm not dating a Scorpio. Not ever. I can't. No.
Scorpios are cool.
Forget a Scorpio.
Scorpios are cool. You guys all right.
Says who?
Y'all all right.
You go ahead and try that.
I won't.
You go ahead and try that. I'm not messing with a Scorpio.
I don't want to say too much.
Because when you get hooked up with the wrong person, honestly, it can drain you. It can like really suck the life out of you. What's your zodiac? I'm an Aries. Mom's a Virgo. For those of you who don't know, Aries Virgo team over here. Gang, gang.
I'm not compatible with Scorpios, but you guys are all right people.
They're cool to be friends with. I'm sorry. I can't date a Scorpio. Y'all, I'm done. I tried. Kitten says I'm a Capricorn. I know you're terrified as Capricorns. I know. She's like, I saw her face.
It's weird because it says I'm compatible with Capricorns.
I actually do want to pull something up because it's a great example of what we're talking about. When you get hooked up with the wrong person, it can like actually suck the absolute life out of you. Where's my clicky? And this has just recently happened. Beginning of Sorrow says, don't do Scorpios like that. Look, I can't with you Scorpios. Y'all have emotional baggage. Like, it's so hard to find an unbroken Scorpio. Because I don't know who out here breaking the Scorpios, but you guys are, I can't. I'm sorry. No. Y'all have emotional issues. I can't. And I'm an Aries. I will fight you and I will win.
Scorpios. You guys are special people.
I mean,
I won't tell.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sick. Look, we got a whole bunch of Virgos in there. They're like, hey, Virgo gang. Where's the Aries? I didn't see anybody throw up an Aries sign. I'm the only Aries. Okay, it's fine.
Virgos
it's fine.
Out there.
It's fine. But when you do get involved with the wrong person, it can actually suck the life out of you. And I'm going to show you this, and it looks unbelievable.
What is you showing me?
I'm gonna show you. No, God,
okay.
You what?
Okay, no, you said you have videos of me ranting.
No, we're not. Okay. I have videos of you ranting, but that's for Patreon. But for those of you who have seen Love and Hip Hop, some of you have seen Love and Hip Hop.
Hooray for Virgo.
Right, they're having a Virgo party in the chat. For those of you who are aware or unaware, Erica Mena and Safari.
Oh gosh.
Oh, so you're aware. But have you seen her recently? Oh, you're gonna lose your mind. Wait till I show you. Wait till I show you. For those of you who don't know, Love and Hip Hop is a TV show. It's drama about people that are on the outskirts of the hip hop industry. Oh, look at our little photo for the podcast. We kind of cute. But it's a TV show that is about people on the outskirts of, hip hop industry. And it kind of documents their lives, their dramas, their relationships. Erica Mena is one of the women that is on Love and Hip Hop, and she got hooked up with a man named Safari. And the beginning of their story was very, very lovely. Erica Mena, by the way, is a Scorpio. She's a Scorpio. Now let me give you some background on this, because it's about to get real drama filled when I show you this, and their lives have been full of drama. Erica Mena is a Scorpio. Her past relationships have been very tumultuous. She did get into a relationship with a woman at one point, but she was cheating on this woman, like legitimately, genuinely loved her. And it was Sin Santana. Sin Santana loved Erica Mena. It was two girls in a relationship. Erica was cheating on Sin Santana with her ex. She was lying to her. Erica she has not been the best person in her life at all. So when she got hooked up with Safari, this man, at first she was very happy. She looked great. She was lovely. She seemed like she was in love. Safari pursued Erica. He chased this girl. He wanted her to have his babies. Like, he was trying so hard to get her locked down, and she finally gave in. I am going to pull this down, and hopefully I think I have the window capture up right now, because I was going to say, what is going on? Here we go. So for those of you who are watching, you can see Erica Mena is a very pretty girl. Very, very pretty. Unfortunately, I don't think Mom's going to be able to, hear this. So this is Safari talking, but I just want you guys to see what Erica Mena looked like, because she was a very, very pretty girl. This is their wedding.
Although today marks the start of the rest of our lives, one lifetime with you can never be enough. God made sure
she looks absolutely gorgeous. I'll mute this for a second, but she looks gorgeous. Erica Mena has always been a very pretty girl, and everybody had really high hopes for her when she got hooked up with Safari, because it just really seemed like a fantasy fairy tale thing. He seemed like he was ready to settle down. He told her all these wonderful things. He promised this woman the absolute world. And, she was really happy. She got pregnant. She had 2 kids with him. And then he kept getting caught with other women. He kept getting caught being out and about on the town with other girls, cheating on Erica, like actually sleeping with other women. It was a very bad situation. But when we were talking about being in relationships that drain you, I'm bringing up Erica and Safari because she just appeared on a tell-all type deal. And you can literally see that this woman is nothing like what she used to look like. She's incredibly frail. She's lost a lot of weight. She looks depressed. She looks depleted. It looks like a vampire just sucked the life out of her. Directly out of her spirit.
Yeah, I've had some faults in my marriage, but at the same time, I've also swept so much under the rug. And I think that's why I got taken advantage of. Because for the first time, I thought I was safe.
Safari, I gotta ask you, how does it feel to listen to what Erica's saying, to see?
Yeah, I saw this one.
Are you in pain?
But it's like all over YouTube right now.
Because she told her story.
It's all over you. It's not even just that she's telling her story. People are remarking on how she looks and the fact that she looks like
Whitney Houston.
Somebody sucked the life out of her.
Yeah,
she looks like somebody. This is what happens when you get into a relationship. that just it just hurts you. There's other YouTubers, Queen Choma, and Eloho have made videos on this about how, you know, how she was and how she looked.
Started and ended, but I do know the overview of how they got to where they are at now. The other day, I watched Eloho's video. Shout out to Eloho, my Nigerian sis, and she basically talked about how Safari Samuels is Erica Mena's karma, and I definitely do agree. What really got me was the introductory video clips in her video that kind of gave me a mini timeline of their relationship. Let's take a look.
You asked for my hand in marriage. You asked for this family that we've created together. And now that you have it, it's not interesting enough for you anymore.
If Erica goes home, the girl who I'm falling in love with is gone. That's how I'm looking at it. I'd rather stay on a bunk bed in someone else's crib.
Current looks are a reflection of how she's been treated.
Yeah, so you guys are like really seeing how she looks now and how she used to look.
And are still on this toxic platform of love and hip hop, basically letting the whole world see this tumultuous situation. And I think with this situation, two things can be true at the same time.
Somebody said, imagine marrying someone you deeply love, but the one you love did you wrong, hurt you. Yeah, you know what? I think we all have been in that situation where you are so like attached to someone, you love them so much, and then they just hurt you. Like they just destroy you in some way. And it does. It completely changes your entire outlook on everything. Like, it's hard to even imagine like loving that way again when you completely opened yourself up, and then to have that one person you thought would never hurt you do that to you is crushing.
Very.
It like annihilates your whole outlook on everything. Oh my goodness. And that's why I was bringing up Erica, because that's honestly what happened to her. She fell so head over heels for Safari. Like, he said he wanted a son. He said he wanted a family. He wanted her. And she gave him everything. She gave him everything he ever asked for. And he threw it all away. He didn't want it. She went through her pregnancy alone. She was in the hospital alone. She had no support. She was already a single mother, and then gave him children, and then he left her.
He left her during, after.
Yeah. He left her when she was pregnant, y'all, and then came back, and then left her again, got her re-pregnant, left again.
Left her in baby showers.
Yeah. Left his own freaking baby shower. And now, like, the way that... when I saw how Erica looked today, like how she looks currently, you can just tell that woman is broken.
She said she couldn't even get out the bed. She had to pull herself for her children. Oh my God. Being with the wrong person will just drain you. And even I've done that. Like, me and mom can attest to making the same mistakes. Because the one serious relationship that I was in before, like right before I started YouTube, I basically started YouTube because I ended that relationship. She looks so drained right there. When I was in that relationship, I kind of felt the way that you did, where I wanted to explore, I wanted to have adventures, I wanted to do things, and I was prevented because I was with someone who wasn't as supportive, who didn't want to do things with me and experience life with me, like didn't want to do that. And he was the one person that like betrayed me the most. But you know, men just like to one up each other with who can hurt a female the most. Like, sometimes they just like to try to top each other, and I'm just like, why do y'all want to be so hated? I don't even understand how Safari sat here and did this publicly in front of people. Like, what are you doing? When you're in a toxic relationship, sometimes the best thing to do is just leave the situation. Yes. And that's like, that's what I did. I left the situation. I will leave a toxic situation. I'm too happy, for this to happen. Now, a lot of people are saying, but yeah, a lot of people wait until they're like, they can feel like their soul leaving. It's like a drain, where you lose energy, you start to not feel beauty within yourself. You can feel it. You lose your inner self a little bit. And that's when you know you need to leave, and you start to have those thoughts of, I should get out of this, but then you don't, and that's when it deteriorates you. We all do get that flight, what is it? The survival mode. Like,
Yeah.
Or you don't, you're like, I know I need to leave. This is not good. I'm feeling this way. This is happening.
You get stuck in a situation where you don't want to leave. Like that, when that person becomes your everything, when that's like your ride or die, when that's, you do not want to leave them for nothing. Nothing. No matter what hardship they go through, no matter what's happening to them, like you were like, I will die beside you.
Exactly.
We will find a way to get through
and you
this.
actually feel your soul being sucked out.
You do.
You know, because those thoughts come in your head that you know this isn't good for you.
Yeah.
You get those thoughts, and that's like your life flashing before your eyes. But we just don't take those hints.
I don't mind taking, going that far if it's something, like if it's reciprocated. If I know me and my partner are for each other no matter what, I'm going hard for you till the end. Period. But it's like when you're doing that for someone who doesn't deserve it, who's taking it for granted, that's when it starts to suck the life out of you. Because then they're just using all of your goodwill, all of your love. They're using it as much as they possibly can to their own benefit, and they're not refilling the bowl that they're taking from. They're just taking from you and not putting anything back in. They're not giving you the love, attention, or affection that refills that gauge for you to continuously give as much as you have been. They're just sucking out of you. And this happens to men and women. But I know women tend to suffer the most because of this, because women have, the kids and all that other stuff. Like we get so damn attached to people that don't deserve it. Yeah. And then they just take a piece of you with them. You can't sit around
and be with the people that are like, I'm going to do what I want and you're going to be here when I get back.
No.
No.
And there are people who will treat you that way. They will treat you, they'll treat you great when it's a convenience for them. Like when it's convenient for them to treat you a certain way, they'll do it. They'll give you the kind words, the nice thoughts, the hugs, kisses, and all that.
They feel like they have the power to make you come back.
Then they will. Yeah. When they feel like they have all the power, then they don't care. Because they're like, she can get mad. She can try to leave.
Exactly.
I can get her to come back anytime. It's not that big a deal. And that's what like gets people to be like Erica Mena. Not to say that I feel completely sorry for her.
Soul sucking.
Because, she hasn't been the greatest person in the world, for sure.
No one deserves that.
Erica, she was pretty terrible.
She did some things. But that was her trying to discover, clearly she was with women and men.
But she dogged the hell out of her girlfriend.
Yes, but she was trying to discover, she was trying to learn about herself. A lot of us don't learn, about ourselves until after we've been involved with a few good people. That's when we learn what we like, don't like, what we'll tolerate, what we won't tolerate. Some people just lock themselves up and say, I'm never going out and staying home, we all go through this. It's part of life.
Well, that part of life sucks.
It does. It does. Being single sucks. Being married can suck. That's why it's
being
important.
Married should never suck.
But that's why you need to choose.
Look,
people grow out of love. You know what I mean?
No. I'm not. I refuse to accept that. I'm sorry. No. If you feel yourself growing out of love, you haven't put in that work.
No, I've seen.
If there is no actual
growing out of love, meaning one of the people in the relationship changed. They developed some type of habits or just didn't want to be the person that they used to be anymore. And then somebody can't tolerate it. I'm not going to deal with this, type of...
Being in a relationship, being in a marriage means you're willing to be with this person as they go through life, as they change through life. If I'm with somebody who undergoes some sort of journey,
for better or for worse.
If I have a husband and he's like suddenly, I don't know, I want to go back to school to be an astronaut or something, like I'm okay. Like I'm going to support you. I'm here with you. Like our marriage is not going to change just because you have started on your own journey. The only time people are growing away from each other is when you're not engaging with that person, when you're not trying to go with them on that journey. If someone is embarking on a fitness journey and their partner's like, nah, I want to stay home, there's the disconnect right there. Yep. You know your partner's going on a journey and you're not undertaking it with them. Of course you're going to grow apart. It requires work, but when you truly love someone, it should be fun. When you go on these journeys with your partner, when you're experiencing life with your partner, like my partner's going on a new journey, which means we're going on a new journey. It should be exciting. But some people get too complacent with their relationships and they feel like they shouldn't have to do the work or they don't want to put in the work, and then that they start growing apart. Like if a woman wants to suddenly, if your wife wants to suddenly, become a ballet dancer or buy a motorcycle or something, join her in some way, help her on the journey, stay engaged. Don't just sit on the couch and be like, well, my wife's out doing God knows what without me. I don't know. I don't care. Because that's how you grow apart. And people aren't willing to do the work. And I never understood that. And that's why people are like, marriage sucks. I'm like, if marriage sucks for you, you are doing it wrong. I would love to be married. Marriage is amazing. I would love to be married. Are you kidding me? A permanent player number 2 who can't like necessarily get rid of you off jump. You telling me I could have my husband come home to an inflatable unicorn on a stripper pole. What is he going to do? Divorce me? He's not over that. So, I mean, I can do anything to my partner, anything with my partner, and it's going to be fun. I have a player 2 to everything. I got someone to go to the bars with. I got someone to have a 2-person house party with. Like, I got somebody to like harass in the morning or before you go to sleep. I could jump in the shower with you. Being married should never be boring. If you're married and marriage is boring, you're doing it wrong. I'm telling you right now, you're doing it wrong. It should be extremely fun. Because the whole dating life, you do not want to, look, for those of you who are married, you don't want to be back in here. You do not want to be back in the dating pool. I promise you. Somebody peed in the dating pool. It is not popping out here.
Somebody peed in it.
It did. It's horrible. The dating pool is awful right now. It's trash.
It's not fun at all.
It's horrible.
People are just afraid to say their true selves, you know. I'll put it all on the table. You only live once.
Yeah, put it all out there. Like, I'm very straightforward, okay? I know I want a serious relationship. I know what I want. I know what I'm willing to do and what I'm willing to give. Let's skip the whole talking phase. Do you want this or not? I'm fun. I'm extroverted. You know, I like adventure. I'm a social butterfly. I'm incredibly loyal. I need affection. If you're not an affectionate person, I'm not for you. I'm not for everybody. I know that. So you can I will tell you if you're not for me. If you're, you like your personal space, I'm not for you. You don't want to take showers with me, I'm not for you.
Right.
You don't like, random touches and kisses, I'm not for you. If you can't handle my wild, outlandish antics, if you can't handle the fact that I'm a YouTuber and I have a personality, I'm not for you. I don't lie about that at all. Sometimes especially in the dating pool, people put on this facade of who they are and they want to lie and try to make it seem like they're for everybody. And instead of choosing people that are right for them, they want to convince all women that they're the best man ever. Right. Mm-hmm. And then dragging us into situations that you damn well know you shouldn't have. Like, you knew I shouldn't be with, like, if you know you're not ready for a relationship, why did you try to convince me otherwise?
Yeah, that part.
That's when I get upset, because then you wasted my time and then you lied to me. So I put my time into you when it should have went to somebody else more worthy. So then I'm like, that's when I get pissed off. I treat my time like money. Literally, I could have been making YouTube videos. I could have been sitting here with my court. I could have been doing God knows what. And I took this time out of my life, my work, my job, my money to sit here and be with you. And it was fun for you when it was convenient. But the moment you had to do anything, or the moment, it was time for you to put in some work, I can't do it. Like, don't waste my time. This is why I don't like, I hate dating. I know, and people have asked me, they're like, well, when are you ever going to bring a partner on camera? Like, people have been speculating whether I'm in a relationship, whether I'm secretly married, whether I secretly have kids, because I've never shown people anything. I've never put it out there. They've never seen me with a partner, and I've said it a couple times, but I know I say it on live and not everybody watches the lives. I don't. I've been single this whole time. I've tried to get out of the singleness, and then I run into people who just don't know what they want. And it's very important to me to find someone who can handle my personality, but also, because I have a YouTube platform, is not only accepting of my YouTube platform, but is okay wearing a crown of their own, because I'm not going to keep my partner hidden. Eventually, when I am in a serious relationship long term, they will become a part of my channel the same way like mom's here. You guys see my brother every now and then. I would love to have an official king. Now, I'm not giving anybody a king title until we're married. Like, that's not happening ever. We have to be married for you to get king. But I do eventually want someone that I can share this with, but finding that is extremely hard, because I don't want to be in a Crystal Stewart situation where there's naked pictures of my man being sent to pretty women that have been in competition. Like, you're not about to embarrass me on anywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook, online. You're not going to embarrass me. You know about that, right? the Miss USA director whose husband was sending sexy photos. That is like my worst fear, is having something like that happen to me. I'm going to lose my mind ever. I cannot have a man embarrassing me like that. I need a man that's not going to put me in a predicament to have to snatch him for his online antics or me catching you in the phone as some other woman. I'm not dealing with it. I can't do it. And most of the time I've had to end, small little 3-month relationships, usually because men get caught messing with other women after they told me they weren't. I'll cut it off like that. I'm done. And then the one time I was dating somebody and then they kind of like flipped I don't know, emotional issues. Why is it so? Look, y'all, those of you who are not in the dating pool, don't be in a rush to hop back in here, okay?
Oh, for real.
Don't.
For real.
Because mom just, you've experienced Bumble. You experience Bumble through me because I've been on Bumble. Bumble can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many options, but there's also like, you don't know what people's intentions are. Mm-mm. And sometimes when you go on Bumble, I think it's the craziest thing in the world. You go on Bumble and you check because it asks you, like, what do you want? What are you looking for? And people legit put, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Why are you on Bumble looking for somebody to match with, but you don't know what you're looking for? You don't know what you want. Men get on women for not knowing what they want to eat out. But then I look at your Bumble profiles and it says, I don't know what I'm looking for. But you're on a dating site, sir.
I don't know if I want to date. I don't know if I want to be married. All of that. That's what their profile says.
But it just says, I don't know. Like, are you looking for a relationship? I don't know. Friends with benefits? I don't know. They're just like, I'm just here. I'm just here. What are we doing? What? Huh? What? I did tell you guys that I'm kind of under the weather, so that's why I'm coughing, if you're wondering, and you're hearing my chair creak across my hardwood floors. I have a little bit of coffee left in here. I can't stand that because my entire life, ever since I've been like high schooler, middle schooler, I know what I want. It's not that hard for me. I know what I want.
You know what I want? A custom-made gown from the Philippines.
Don't get them started. Stop it. Stop trying to trigger the pageant fans. Mother, stop it. Behave.
If I had a gown, I would sit here in my gown.
That's not what we're talking about. You stop it right now.
Well, she said crown, and all I could think about was those beautiful dresses that they have.
No, I do want a custom crown though. I actually, I have several crown makers saved on my Instagram so that I can have a custom crown made for the sovereign. Everybody will know it is my crown. I do want to do that. So I am looking into having a custom crown made. But once my whole work situation is finally done, I'm not accepting any more work. And I said I wouldn't do it last time because I know you guys want me back online. So I'm not going to accept any more work, and I will be here to run my mouth and piss off the internet as per usual, because no matter what I say, people are like, somebody commented and they're like, why are you being so rude to Colombia and Venezuela, which I'm going to make a video on because I'm tired of the nonsense and the shenanigans and the BS, people getting their freaking feelings hurt. I hate whiners. I can't stand a whiner. I'm sorry. I was raised in what I consider the hardest female sport in the world, which, believe it or not, is figure skating. Figure skating is, bar none, the hardest sport for females in the world. There's no other sport where you're going to have 15-year-olds getting hip and knee replacements, breaking bones, having regular surgeries, and they're considered old and aged out at the age of 20. These girls get ridiculed. They go to the Olympics and people do not spare them any kindness when criticizing their jumps or their spins because that's the nature of the sport. It's a competition. These are 14, 15, 16-year-old girls at the Olympics breaking their bones in front of an audience and having their turns and spins slow-mo captured by judges and ridiculed by their coaches who call them too fat even though they're anorexic. I was raised in that type of sport. That's where I started my sporting life. So when I see grown women, 25-year-olds, crying because a sovereign doesn't like their dress, heels, headshot, turn, steps, knees, whatever, it makes me want to just, I want to just rip you off the stage. I hope you don't make it to stage. Those girls that are over here, if a girl gets caught crying over anything a judge, a fan, or I say, I hope you cry your butt off the stage because you don't belong there. How are you going to be a woman's empowerment advocate when you can't even empower yourself? Pageantry is not a difficult sport. So if these 15-year-olds in the Olympics who are breaking hips and knees, understand and can deal with it. I have absolutely no sympathy for these 24, 28-year-olds who are sad because somebody didn't like their turn. I find it laughable. Grow up. It's a competition. I live for the competition. Some of these women don't live for competition. And I'm going to find out who you are and remove you from stage myself before the pageant community or the judging panel gets to you. Consider it a kindness because you don't want to hear what the judges say. I say that all the time. All the time. And that's one thing that I'm scared about when it comes to like circling back to like my dating life. When it comes to like men being around me, I need men to be able to not only handle who I am and the attention that I get, but also the attention that they're likely to get from fans and even other pageant queens. Because I live in a world with a lot of pretty girls. I will snap everybody's neck for trying my relationship. I don't play that. And that's why I got so upset when it came to like Crystal Stewart. Michael Cinco will design a gown for you, queen. Don't try me. You know, you look, you guys know I like Michael Cinco.
I was like, I'm reading the comments, guys.
Look, you guys know how I feel about Michael Cinco. Okay, don't play with me. Don't.
I do know who that is.
Oh, because I've showed the gowns to you.
Yeah, everything that I like, you were like, yeah, he did that. I was like,
yeah, Michael Cinco. We would love it. I do want to ask you. Okay, so mom, Latinas don't take up loss graciously, period. What I do like Latinas, especially the Colombians, the Venezuelans, I'm going to have to do a video on it. They need to revitalize how they're training these women because they're still training these girls in the same prissy little perfect Trump era pageantry performance that doesn't work nowadays. It doesn't, like, the way they're training those girls don't work. But what I can commend the Latinas for is that they're ruthless. They're hardcore. I have never made a Venezuelan or a Colombian cry. Those girls are ruthless. They are unfazed by what anybody has to say because they are raised that way. They are about the competition. They live, sleep, eat, and breathe competition. They are the competitors that I love. I love the Latinas because if you tell a Latina to do better in anything, she'll be like, okay. There will be no tears, no crying, no whining, no nothing. You tell a Venezuelan to turn better, she says, okay. Was that a bad turn? Okay. She'll do it again. She'll do it 100 times. I love them for that. They're no feelings because they understand competition. Europeans, Americans, Canadians, they don't have the spine that the South Americans, the Latin community, they don't have that. And it drives me nuts. There's just the whining, the crying. I can't live with it, for it. I can't do it, sis. I stop. I know pageantry is not the topic of the podcast. So, Mom, I'm going to ask you a question because I know you have opinions. If you could choose 4:15, it's not time. If you could design the perfect match for me, what would he be like? You have to design your daughter's husband. I want to know what Mom thinks, and I'm sure everybody else wants to know. I'm kind of curious. Design.
This could go on and on.
I'm giving you have a whole microphone all to yourself. What is it?
He would look like Thor. There, I'm done.
He would look like Thor.
Yeah,
but
like have a voice and everything.
Why are you? She's over here making sexy faces. I said design my husband, not yours.
I said your husband would be like Thor. Then my grandkids would be beautiful.
What?
Yeah.
But
be big, gigantic, muscular.
Okay, so children. You're saying your daughter likes big boys.
I'm saying, well, you said what I would.
Yes, but I'm saying
I would want you to have because I know your style.
Personality though, like you get to play goddess, okay?
Thor.
Design what
he
is
has a great personality.
I'm just what
he
personality?
Was a gentleman.
I didn't say pick a person. I said design my man.
I did. Thor.
No, that's picking a person.
No, he would be like Thor.
Okay, why are you choosing Thor?
I just told you he has all the qualities.
What are the qualities?
Gentleman. Okay, we're gonna stay off the body type.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he was a gentleman. What can I say?
There's got to be more than that. A gentleman.
What does a gentleman do? Everything.
See, this is why I get to pick for you and you don't get to pick for me.
A gentleman does everything.
This is why I get to pick for her and she doesn't get to pick for me. I can choose a perfect match for my mom. She can't do the same. Because
they're loyal, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
But when I say like, if you're going to design someone for me, they got to be fun. They have to be a little bit adventurous. They don't have to be an extrovert, but they do have to be tolerant of my social extroverted nature. A little bit lively, experimental, maybe. Adventurous, all that stuff. You know, laugh at all my antics because I do silly stuff all the time. Loyal, a good listener, funny, a good body, XL must look. Why is Naveed picking out somebody with more detail than you, Mom?
That's what she said. Everything I said.
Loyal, a good listener, funny, a good body, XL. Muscular, pampering. Ooh, I love pampering. I love pampering.
Thor.
Gentleman, a good editor, helps you with YouTube. I would be blessed.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
If I could actually have someone that could help me with YouTube, because
that's a good one. I didn't think about that.
It's so much. Well, I do want someone I can include on the channel one day. You know?
No, that I didn't think about him assisting. That would be awesome.
Mama should watch Mr. Supernational with you. That is a good idea.
Oh goodness.
It's the male pageant. Oh, I told you about it. She wasn't allowed to watch it last time because she was in a relationship and she was scared she was going to get herself in trouble, which she likely would have. To be totally honest, because you guys saw my reaction to that. You guys saw my reaction to Mr. Supernational. Oh my God. Look, you should have, Mr. Spain, you got, oh my God, Mr. Spain. He was a snack. He was a whole sandwich. Oh, it was amazing. Mr. Spain, he's still, look.
We like the same thing.
Like, I like Peru. I still like Peru, okay? But Spain was something special. He was something special. But see, you guys, like, I can pick stuff out for Mom because I know what you like too.
Yes, you do. She's great at it.
I know, I'm really good. See, I pick pageant queens all the time, but I'm also really good at picking men. I have that attention to detail. Mom knows. Mama knows. Mm-hmm. Mom, in the future, for future podcasts, what are we looking forward to talking about?
You should ask the people.
No, I'm at. But
no, they want to know about pageantry stuff.
No,
Let's not ask the people.
No, I would do videos. I do videos on pageantry all the time.
They get on here with they see the topic and they still like, what are your thoughts on?
I know they love pageantry, but because I know you like having girl talk.
I love girl talk.
We love girl talk. We get up every morning and we have girl talk. You know, we talk about what happened at the bar, what's happening in life. Mom loves to know what's going on in my dating life, even though it is sporadic, super sporadic. I know a couple people have asked me what my dating preferences are, as if I have any. I date everyone. Everyone, every color. The only people I don't date are women because, unfortunately, ladies, I wish I could. Truly, women are amazing. They smell amazing. They're caring. They're loving. They're beautiful. And for whatever reason, God did not design me that way. And I'm kind of disappointed. And I would like an explanation. I do. I would love, if I could choose to be a part of the LGBTQ community, I totally would. But that's just not how life works. And I'm kind of sad that I'm left out and I'm not attracted to the wonderful creatures that are women. I'm stuck with men because that's how I was programmed. So it's sad. But luckily, I will date any flavor of man. Truly, I will. As long as you have fun with me and baby me and love me to death, I will love you back. I will. I totally will. But I think because people that have been watching my Instagram, the people in the Discord, which I know we do need to have a Discord Zoom because y'all be having drama in the Discord. And I did break two phones. I think I broke 3 phones. Depends on where we're counting from, okay? I've broken a lot of phones this year, which is why I haven't been in the Discord. I just got my replacement and my case is coming today. So I will be back in the Discord. But I totally will date anybody throughout the entire spectrum of men. But people on my Instagram have seen me around white men a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said Thor.
Well, it's not. It's not a purposeful. It's not purposeful. It's not purposeful. It really isn't. It's just that's how. Number one, I think Bumble, because I've been on Bumble. Bumble has a surplus of white men, so they kind of
take up. They are flooding it.
Yeah, white men kind of flood Bumble. Mm-hmm. So I don't see a lot of anybody. Like there are Indian men, there are different Asian men from different countries. There are black men on Bumble, but white men own Bumble. Yeah. So overwhelmingly, you're gonna get a lot of white men on Bumble, and I don't mind swiping on them because, as far as I'm concerned, let the best man win.
Right.
I'm not going to compromise or settle simply because of somebody's skin tone. Like, I'm not going to accept less of a man because he has the right skin tone. If I have like a super great white man and like a black man who's like right underneath him, I'm not just going to choose the black man simply because he's black. I expect more from men, and I'm not judging people based on their color, and your color's not going to get extra points from me.
Not at all.
Or going to take you out of contention. So I know that, like, you know, people see people pop up on my Instagram, and just because somebody pops up on my Instagram doesn't mean I'm dating them. But I know you guys have seen me around a ton of white men, which that's just how things happen sometimes. That's just how it happens sometimes. Like, I don't know. If somebody else hops into the mix, we'll see. But I don't mind. Mom doesn't mind either. Hello.
All nationalities, welcome.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that.
All nationalities are welcome.
We're gonna have to talk about that one day.
You can find my Instagram.
We're gonna have to talk about that one day.
You can find my YouTube.
Because I know that's a big conversation in the black community is the swirl.
What's the swirl? Hey, like she said, may the best man win.
Well, yeah, but there's YouTubers on here that 100% promote only swirling. Like, there's one woman on YouTube that completely trashes black men. And it's like, you shouldn't date them. They're dusty trash bag carrying dusties. Like, they're unworthy, baby mama making. Like, she trashes the hell out of black men constantly, which I don't agree with, because it's like a general just bashing of black men. And I'm like, that's not what I'm about. I know there's good ones out there. I've been to Washington, D.C. I know they exist. But she just wants to like completely drag them over the coals and like uphold white men as the epitome of like end all be all. And I'm like, I've been around white men that have been, you know, cheaters on their wives, left their kids. Like, that doesn't, somebody's color doesn't make them good or bad. But there's some YouTubers that promote that. And then there's some, especially black men don't understand why black women would swirl. They're like, they expect us to have devotion to them and only them.
They don't have devotion.
They don't.
So why would we?
But it's a different scenario because black men have many more options of black women. Like, when it comes to the dating field of the black community, there's much more black women available than eligible black men. So black men have more options to choose. Weird. When it comes to black women, if we all were to be paired with a black man, there's going to be a huge majority of black women left out because there's not enough black men to go around. That's why black women get so upset when black men are presented with the option of having a black woman and they still choose not to. Because us as black women, we don't necessarily have that option because there's too few black men that are eligible to be dated. But black women, like, there's plenty of educated, childless, never married, you know, just ready to be taken black women. They're all over the place. There's not as many black men. But for whatever reason, I've seen these YouTube channels where they don't seem to comprehend that. It's just a matter of numbers and math. There's more black women than there are black men. So black women are forced to go outside of their culture to look for mates in a way that black men necessarily aren't forced to. They just choose to because then they have their preferences. And we get into the whole good skin, good hair, you know, I like a light skin, Latina-ish, Erica Mena lookalike. That's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother. Are you going to make hot picks for Miss Universe? Yes. I will. Mm-hmm. But we will have to have a swirling podcast type deal.
Oh, dear.
You've swirled before.
I don't feel like there should be a name for dating different people.
There is. And there's a huge debate about it online. Like, it's like there's
a debate about everything. There's a debate about catfishing. There's a debate about types of stuff.
That's true.
People are just trying to, you know, get their clout. So whoever will chime into whatever, like, ooh, I got some people that's interested in this topic. I'm going to stay on it. That's what it is. And then the social media continues and people have, you know, their little things to chime into and talk mess about and feel like they're doing some type of importancy of getting their social life out of their system.
I think it'll be fun. Well, I will compile some things. We can have that discussion, even though I'm sure every time I do a black community focused anything, look, black community be yelling. They get upset. The black men get, if you even suggest that swirling is appropriate, black men get upset. I have been lambasted by black men before, and I'm just like, boo, I'm on your side. Why are you mad at me? I'm supporting. I'm just saying, like, wow.
Do what you do.
Right? What time are you supposed to, mom's supposed to pick up little brother?
No, you're going to pick him up.
Why am I picking him up?
Because I don't want to see his father.
Oh my God, that's... She said facts. I don't want to see his dad.
I'm being honest. He's going to have something to say, and I don't want to hear it.
Something to say about what?
My mother.
Oh, I don't...
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
I mean, I guess I can. If it prevents issues, then I can pick him up.
I just, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Facts.
So, yeah. That part. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Allison Harrington has a question. Mama Sovereign and Devana, may I ask you, do you believe most sports are useless in real life?
Sports are awesome.
But do they support any actual utility in everyday life?
Yes, this exercise, there is there's social, there's contact. A lot of people need contact regardless of what it is.
So you're talking about the social implications of sports?
Yes. Mm-hmm,
there is that.
Much.
Depending on the sport.
Oh, being involved in a team. Some people need to feel like, that they have that type of family deal,
Depending on the sport, like soccer, there's that cardio, constant cardio. Soccer, football, I think more so deteriorates your body more than anything.
I don't know.
Football's
like
not,
I said,
American football's not the best.
And they need the rough, you got to get stuff out of your system.
But
there's people of all different genres. Some people, are hardcore. They need to slam something. They need to be physical, hardcore, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think in general, sports do offer just the physicality that keeps you young.
There's all types of sports, though.
There's a ton of sports, but not all sports are healthy. That's the thing.
No,
that's why I was talking about like figure skating.
Mm-hmm.
I love figure skating, truly I do, but it's one of the most dangerous and difficult sports in the world for women, and I would not allow my daughter to compete in figure skating. I'd allow her to go to class and do all that, but as far as high level competition,
I think you should do sports for fun.
Yeah,
for fun and exercise,
because some of them can be of a detriment to your health.
Mm-hmm.
So not all sports are good for you, depending on how high level you're going to, which is why I discourage some women from participating even in pageantry, because I'm like, you just don't have the mental strength to deal with it, because it's difficult. No one said it was easy, and that's why I get a little upset.
There's a lot of sports, and everything is not for everyone.
That's why I get a little upset when people tell me I should go easier on the girls in international competition. I'm like, this is the Olympics of pageantry. What do you mean go easier? What? Stop it. No, I'm not doing that. Who do you think I am? Are you kidding? I'm not doing that. But yeah, mom is, well, no, we can totally podcast on the weekends, before you start bar hopping with the girlfriends. And then you can come back and then tell us what your adventures were on podcast.
My friends are so awesome.
They are. You likely will see more girls popping up on the channel in videos or a podcast or something.
Black, Latina, white.
Naviz says, your mom looks like your sister. She's aging gracefully. She definitely is aging gracefully.
Thank you. Stress-free life.
Facts, okay? Keep it stress-free, y'all. Keep it super stress-free.
Yeah, just don't be afraid to be yourself. Put it all out there. Look, this is me. Yes, you'll catch me doing this. I'm a goofball. I've done this. And you'll be less likely to be embarrassed. And if someone wants to talk about your issues, just hey. So are you saying you don't like me?
Right.
Like, if you're putting my stuff on blast in front of, yeah, she does this all the time. Like, are you saying you don't like me?
Yes, it's super, we're fun like that. What's your favorite color? Somebody asked.
My favorite color is morado. Purple.
Yeah, favorite color and dress type, and what's both your favorite dress in all pageants? I don't think, mom hasn't seen enough pageants to be able to.
I love purple, but it wouldn't, I'm not the type to wear my favorite color all the time.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people that just gotta have purple everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love colors.
She does. I think you look good.
That's why I like Victoria's
I would give you like a sunset-ish dress.
Yes. Make it sexy.
Yeah, mom does like sexy. She definitely does like sexy.
And I'm 5'3".
Yeah, you're shrimpy. Mom, she's a feisty little shrimp.
American 7'9".
She's a spicy shrimp.
Size.
But I know I have a ton of videos that I still need to do. And I'm going to be doing a lot of them over the weekends up until I stop working in my office. And then I'll be completely devoted to YouTube and probably flooding your guys' notifications with nothing but like crazy pageant videos and, you know, internet tea and drama, which I still have.
Their favorite.
Right. I still have internet stuff that's been going on. You know, Kanye West is going crazy. The world is going nuts. There's plenty of things that are happening. So I'm going to be popping off a ton of videos. I still have videos that are unpublished that I need to publish. So be looking out because, yeah, I'm definitely going to be publishing a lot of videos.
Let's do it. This day.
On top of podcasts with Mom, because she'll be here on weekends and we'll talk about her excursions. But it seems like you're doing okay. You know, we started off this talking about, you know, Mom being recently. Right. You are not lonely.
I have girlfriends.
You are not lonely. Don't even put that in your own head because you're so not.
Who wants to go on a date? I heard that.
No, you're bored and you want to like fiddle. You enjoy playing. You're like a cat with a ball when it comes to guys.
I actually have baggage that I'm trying to sort through.
She does.
Because like you don't just hop out of a relationship
and then hop back in one.
Yeah, I'm clinging to whatever I see and I shouldn't be. I'm like a kitty cat. You know when you got like a kitten and you're trying to pass them back to whoever you got them from and the cat's like this.
Like
stuck to your clothes. They're like stuck to your clothes. That's me right now. Yeah. I'm the kitty cat.
My mom, yeah. You get stuck.
I meet people and I'm like,
she gets real clingy real quick.
I have to go home alone.
She's like, I want to keep him. No. And I'm like, Mom, you can't keep every guy you meet. She's like, but. And I'm like, no, we don't do that. You can't.
I'll be all right.
But that's good. You know, you gotta recognizing your baggage is the first step to sorting through it.
Knowing is half the battle.
So now that you know, I've already forbidden her from getting into any relationships until fall of next year.
I'm not used to being alone.
The thing is, you're not even lonely. You're just bored. You want a guy to just mess with.
I am alone.
You want a guy to mess with, okay? You're a cat without a ball. And you just want something to bat around. You don't want anything serious. You just want something to play with.
I like how you put that.
But am I wrong, though? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. That's just, yes, she just wants a string to bat around. That's it. You don't want a relationship. Basically. She wants a man to toy with, but not keep. Like, she doesn't want to be tied down. Because the moment you're tied down, you're going to be mad.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right. I know you. So we're going to keep her out of it.
Permanent friend?
I have given her permission. Like, Mom has the permission of the sovereign to only have friends with benefits. I forbid any man of importance or permanency from entering your life as declared and decreed by the sovereign. You shall have no permanent man. I will get rid of him myself. Period. She can't. She's going to eat him alive. I'm doing it for the sake of the men. It's not even... You are. You're a man-eater right now. You're terrible. She is a man-eater right now. We need to calm her down and then think about it later.
Engulf you.
Meanwhile, I can't say I'm accepting applications because I'm not. My application pit is don't. I see the face. You see there's a camera in front of us, right? I see the face. No. I am not accepting applications. I know I said earlier, because I had been perusing Bumble, my Bumble account is only ever active for 10 hours. Legit, you guys. If I open my Bumble account right now, I have 400 likes.
I thought I had a lot.
Oh no, I got a lot. If I open this, it's over 400.
It's overwhelming.
And in less than 10 hours.
Seeing the number just makes you just like, I can't do this.
It's not that I get overwhelmed.
I do. I put my phone down.
I don't get overwhelmed. I just usually I leave it open for a very brief period of time and then allow people to apply. I close it and I'll swipe and see who I matched with. And then I'll have like a couple matches and typically people will like stop responding. So I'll let them filter themselves out. I'll end up with like 2 people that actually want to meet. And then I'll end up with like 1 person that I continuously meet up with up until something happens. Thank you. But up until, something happens. And then, we go from there. That's how that usually happens. But my application pool right now is empty. Okay, all right. It's not empty. It's closed. That's what I'm saying. My applications are closed because I keep getting myself in trouble. It's closed. I overreact, and that's one of my faults is that I'm quick to move on. I'm very quick to move on. Messing with my nose. I am.
Hey, it's just me. I'm a podcaster.
I need to get mom headphones, I know. But I'm extremely quick to move on. Like when I separate from somebody, it's sad when I have to separate. I mean, I do care for them, but it more so feels like, God, I have to start over. Why couldn't this just keep going? But legit, I told mom, because I was laughing about it, right? The last time I was talking to somebody and then it came to an end, like I was sad about it when it happened. And then I had like a replacement the next week and I was like,
better. Oh my gosh.
I told mom about it. I almost feel bad because I'm like, am I being a bad girl? But no, I'm not.
She said, I can have another you in a minute.
I did. I had a replacement within like a week. And I was like, and I told mom was like, how did you go out and get a better replacement? You got like, you have everything the same, but everything's better. A savage.
Whoa.
Savages. So I'm not, yeah.
I don't have a favorite dinner dish.
I am not on Bumble right now. I am not accepting applications right now. I'm just, honestly, I just would really like some stability. Naveed said no strings attached. Yes, mom needs a no strings attached type deal.
You had me at hello.
Absolutely. I don't mind having strings attached. I just need something stable. I need stability. I just want stable happiness. That is all I need. I need guys to stop messing up my life because then I can't film and you're messing up my YouTube channel. And then I got everybody in the comment section yelling at me about Miss Universe and pageantry because you have upset me and I can't get out of bed. Thank you, sir. It's all your fault. J-Per. Hi, J-Per. J-Per was like, oh, please shout out. I see you, J-Per. How are you doing? I have so many videos I need to film. I know. Tell people to stop like messing up my life, right? Too much stuff is happening all at once. Had to repair my motorcycle, had to move, dealing with this man craziness. I'm like, what is it's insane. I'm over it.
I would love to come to India.
Mom would love to travel. We all would love to travel. It'd be great. It'd be great. Absolutely fantastic. I know I need to give the details to Patreon. I know. But yes,
I would love to go to any country. Never left here.
We'll do it one day. Your daughter will make sure it happens. But yeah, as of right now, my personal life is single. As I have been since 2018. You guys have they've only ever known me as being the single woman. That's why everybody's been on me about like, are you ever going to find somebody? Because I've never brought somebody onto the channel. I'm working on it, guys. It's very hard to find a man worthy of being crowned king. Like, you just don't find them walking around the street, like, doing that. It's really hard. So, I mean, maybe I would totally take applications from outside of the United States, you know, who's moving to the Northern California area anytime soon.
Yeah. Who believes in having a woman that isn't beneath you? I just feel like guys, you know, they do all they can to get you, and then they start treating you as if you're beneath them.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't have time for you today. Like, they just kind of wave you off. Like, you work.
Or depending on their mood, they feel like they can talk to you however.
Well, yeah. Once they get you, then they get complacent. They feel comfortable and doing whatever. Like, you won't leave.
That part.
And it's like all that passion and energy you put in the beginning is suddenly gone.
Jasper's single too.
But that's why, yeah.
Yes, you know what? Don't settle.
No, I'm telling you not to settle.
Know what you like and stick to it. Because I've settled. And I hurt myself in the end.
Yeah, I'm not settling. There will be none of that. Like,
I used to think my standards were too high.
They're not.
Ruined my life.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't settle. We don't settle over here.
I do see the good in everyone, and I need to stop doing that. Well, I can always see the good in people. I just need to not be like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. You know, I had to learn how to let go. You know, it's really hard for me to suppose. It feels like giving up on somebody when I let somebody go. But I have to just realize if you're not willing to put in the work for me, then I'm not going to sit here and torture myself trying to make your life better when you don't care. So, I mean, it sucks to let people go, but at this point, I am the queen of a cutoff. And I'll be sad when I cut you off, but I sure as hell will cut you off.
It is sad.
And have you replaced by end of night. I woke up one night and realized how much of a savage I was. I woke up and I was like, damn, girl. How are you both sad and savage at the same time? You are still sad and have that replacement on deck by next day. Damn. Like, sometimes I can't handle me. Like, sometimes I'm like, can we slow down, girl? Because you are doing the mostest. I be, man.
I would love to come to Thailand.
You just love.
I would love to.
She would love to go anywhere. Mom would love to go anywhere.
I love.
Stop it. Mom has never let go of that one time I did the muses.
Love.
She got stuck on Lily. I love. Because that's the lovey-dovey version of me.
India, Thailand, Philippines.
That's the lovey version of me.
Go anywhere.
I know. We will one day.
Mexico.
Don't be surprised if, me and Mom pop up somewhere. Now that it's just me and her, I don't have to worry about your relationship, because a lot of the restrictions between us and things that we could talk about online was because she was in a relationship. A lot of things we couldn't do because she was in a relationship. So now that she's not in one, we can kind of vlog a bit more. We can go out a little bit more. We can say more. We can be more open, because you're not going to get in trouble with like a boyfriend or anything.
She has the sniffles.
I do have the sniffles. I did tell you guys I was a little bit under the weather.
A little bit.
I am. But I'm still going to stay up and try to edit and get some videos out. I have a Miss America. I have a video of me fixing Miss America that I need to get out. I have a video about some fat shaming on an airplane that happened that I need to get out. Like, there's plenty of videos I've already filmed that I need to edit. Oh, the fat shaming one is hilarious, because it was two like overweight people it was like a normal sized woman in between two very large sized people who were spilling into her chair. And then she talked about it on Twitter, and people were yelling at her. They're like, "Oh, you're fat shaming. You can't talk about that. You're fat shaming these passengers." And she's like, "Dude, I can't use my own freaking chair because these two people are leaking into it." And it became a whole internet thing. And I was just like, "Oh, this is a good topic." I kind of have the same opinion when it comes to it's Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Hi, babe. Cherie's amazing. She's
I remember.
Yes. Okay. See, I did tell Mom about you. I told you. But yes, Cherie's amazing. She
sent you some things.
She did.
Remember.
Yeah, because Mom wore the shirt too and everything. Mom, I told you my mother would love everything that you showed me, and she totally did. Totally did. Tried to rob me for what she sent me because she loved it that much. But Cherie's honestly, like, if I ever needed somebody to temper, because I'm very feisty, and I will say some things, and I will snap, and I will claw somebody. Cherie is the person that I would call if I ever needed someone to like calm me or like smooth over the waters. Like, I could totally use her as a PR agent. She's such a sweetheart. Like, there's plenty of people that are nicer than me. She's a sweetheart. She's totally nicer than me. She is so gentle and sweet and loving, and it's just like, I don't know how she does it. She's just
laughing at you.
She's just a freaking sweetheart, and I'm just like, I'm very feisty. I'll tell it how it is, and I'm just like, sis, if you get your feelings hurt, fine. Sometimes I need to shut up, and I need Cherie to talk for me, because she knows how to like soothe people's souls, and she's just like sweet. She's just sweet in a way that I've never been. So she just works. Like, I might need you one day. I'm like, Cherie, I need like a PR person to say the nice things that because I'm going to say something wrong, and then people are going to get mad at me, and I'm not going to care. She's great for that.
She's good at putting it in
She's
presentable manner.
Yes. Like, if I ever needed a PR person to just go, I would totally trust her to do it. I totally would trust her to do it. Like, if I was mad and ranting behind the scenes and going crazy and losing my mind over something, Cherie could totally come out.
She'd have a button. She's going to beep. Cherie's going to come out and be all
she'd be like totally classy, come out and just be like, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, currently the sovereign is having a moment, and we're going to provide her the space to breathe." And you could totally hear me in the background, like yelling and screaming and stuff. And she would be totally like poised and put together. She requires some emotional space at this time. Like, she would be so classy. And then I'd be back there just yelling and screaming and ranting and raving. But like vice versa. Okay. Cherie knows anybody ever like came for her or tried to hurt her, she knows who to call. She knows who to call, because I'll snatch somebody real quick. Like, "Sis, what did they say to you? What bar were you in? Who were you? I don't care who it was. You let me know. I'm on my way." I'm that friend. I know that I am that friend
You're
that you
that
call.
friend that Cherie's not going to call.
No, I'm the friend when you need. I'm the friend you call when you need to hide a body. That's what I'm. That friend. Like, you broke up with your ex. Is your ex talking mess about you? You need me to do what, sis? Like, call me. It's fine. I'm the crazy friend. I know that. She's the friend that's like, no, we're gonna remain calm. We're not gonna pop tires. We're not gonna do that. That's not nice. Like, she's so like, I love it. Because that she's so sweet that she reminds you, you're like, oh, I am a bit much, huh? God dang it. It's a good reality check, though. You got to have a friend like that. You got to have a reality check friend that you're like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm doing a bit much. Fine.
She just doesn't just stand up for people. She enjoys doing that.
Oh, I love doing that. I make it my job to stand up for people.
She loves to stand up for people.
I do, because I understand how it feels when you can't stand up for yourself and how hurtful it is.
You just feel like, no one has your back if you decide to choose to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, because I understand how lonely that feeling can be when you're just like, when you're taking punches and no one's there to have your back. No one's there to support you, help you.
Because there's a lot of people that just want to watch nowadays,
Yeah.
They're all desensitized.
And then people are gaslighting you and you feel like maybe I'm the one that's in the wrong. Sometimes you need that one person to be like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And they shouldn't be treating you that way.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
instead, the bully is getting the people around to join in.
Sometimes, the bully is very charismatic and they draw the people around them in, and they, people take joy in the bashing and the hating and the negativity.
Exactly. Desensitized.
It takes a stronger person to not only fight the bully, but also the people backing up the bully.
Right.
Sometimes the bully got friends. And that's what I don't like, because I've seen it happen online, especially with pageant queens and whatnot.
Wrong is wrong, right is right.
And that's why I don't like when people yell at me, whether it be like an entire country or different pageant queens. I'm like, you can yell at me. I don't care if you yell at me, because when I know that I'm right, I'm gonna sit here and take it, because I don't care. I don't care.
You gotta stand by.
I don't care.
Stand your ground.
And there's been a couple times where
stand your ground, and all of you are wrong.
Yeah. I will totally. I have no problem doing it. And then people would be like, what? I remember when I started bringing you on, somebody had asked me, what would your mom say about what you're saying? I'm like, I don't know. Let's ask mom. And then I brought mom on. Because I'm like, I don't like seeing people unjustifiably being bullied. And then they get shamed into silence, which I feel like happens to the queens a lot. They get bullied and bashed online. And then their directors tell them it's better for you not to say anything, or it's better for you to take it. And I'm just like, in certain situations, it's totally appropriate for girls to have something to say, but they're too afraid because they know their director's not going to stand up for them. And the fan base is pushing them and bullying them. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I'll deal with it. And then if you guys want to come after me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make another video about it, because I don't care. I don't care. We're not going to do that. Now, sometimes, like I said, the queens get whiny. And the fan base is like, coming at a queen because her performance was bad. And I'm like, sis, that's not bullying. You had a bad performance. Look, we've all been there. I've worn outfits that I looked at later and I was like, damn, that was a bad outfit. We all got to come to terms with our faults. But it's not always bullying. But yeah, I damn well do like to stand up for people. Mom will do it too, but not nearly as ferociously as I will. Mom's more of a support friend. Like, I'm the friend that initiates all of the shenanigans, and then you call in the support friends that are down for anything. They don't make the plans, but they'll be there when the plans are made. Like, if I wanted to go TP, like, I'm the type of friend that'll TP another friend's house just out of the fun, just for the fun of it, because I love you. I'll call mom and be like, hey, let's go TP, like, I don't know, Paul's house. I hope Paul's not watching this. Let's go TP Paul's house.
I would be mad if she didn't call me.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That's exactly my point. Mom is like the friend, she doesn't make the plans, but if you don't invite her to the plans, she's mad. No matter what it is. It could be like ladies' night, and I'm like, we're all dressing as burlesque dancers going out on the town. If I don't call her, she's mad. If like,
fun stuff.
Yeah, if we're TPing somebody's house and I don't call her, she's mad. She's the support
fun
friend.
Stuff.
Hi, they said they're watching from the Philippines. Yes, it's super fun. We miss you guys. I got to get back online. I don't know what drama's been popping off. I don't know. Do I want to know? I don't think I want to know.
You don't want to
know. Well, then my life has been drama enough. After the move, you've gone through breakups. I'm still doing the whole dating thing, and I don't know where it's going.
TP is when you take toilet paper, TP is toilet paper.
Oh yeah, TP is toilet paper.
And you throw it all around. You just let the rolls fly.
Oh, you don't know what it means to TP somebody's house? I'm so sorry. See, I'm giving people bad ideas right now, right?
I'm gonna demonstrate.
So yeah, you take a roll of toilet paper and you unravel it a little bit like this, and then you go to somebody's house
and you let the big roll
and you
fly.
throw the big part of the roll and you let the whole roll unravel like this all over the house, on the trees and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, you throw the big part of the roll.
Yeah. You drape somebody's house in toilet paper. It's meant to be like a prank. It's just fun.
You know, because toilet paper is kind of hard to get off.
Yeah.
You have to, like, it rips when you're cleaning it up.
Yeah, it starts ripping and it starts like deteriorating. It's just a funny thing to do. It's fun. It's
harmless.
Fun. It is. Yes, it's a harmless prank. That's what I'm a prankster. Okay, I'm a prankster. I'm in for that.
But you only do it to people that, you know, are going to laugh about it and wonder which one of their crazy friends did it.
Yep. Yep. I'm the crazy friend. Everybody knows that I am.
No, like, my friends have a lot of crazy friends, so I can get away with it.
Yeah, we love the craziness. I am the crazy friend. Like, if it's your birthday and you're like one of my friends, there's a high likelihood that I'm going to come and like drape your entire house in balloons and streamers and stuff. Like, that's what I do. I'm the crazy friend. Like, I'm the type of friend that'll show up at your job in like a costume or something to bring you a birthday cake for no reason. You won't even realize that I found out where you work. Like, I won't even tell you. I will just find you and embarrass you in front of all your coworkers and then leave. I will be gone. But I'm the crazy friend. I know that. But I will make you feel loved.
Yep.
You will never feel forgotten around me. Like, I will make you feel like you got a bestie that got your back. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if you're going through a breakup. I don't care what's going on. Devon is the friend that's going to be there no matter what. We're going to...
You can TP the inside of somebody's house.
That is true.
You don't have to just do the outside. That way you can't get in trouble.
That's true.
Nobody has to know.
That is true.
They wrap their whole toilet with tissue.
Oh, no.
Go to the bathroom.
When it comes to playing pranks inside of like your own house, depending on if you have a partner or not, I can give you guys a ton of ideas on that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm a
random
prankster.
Stuff just pops in my head all the time.
We are goofy. We are some goofy women. Okay, don't give us keys to your house because like I will saran wrap your doors in the middle of the night. You waking up and trying to go to work after I done pranked your house.
I like the fake bugs one. Use fake bugs.
Oh, you were mean for that.
Fake bugs.
You're mean for that. But yeah, I'll saran wrap your car. I would, man, I almost put dildos on what is it? Oh, I go all out. If it's April Fool's Day or something,
Mine's harmless.
I will go. Well, it's always harmless. You're not supposed to damage anything. You're not supposed to do too much. You just do a little bit, you know, you just have a little fun.
Dildos aren't harmless.
Dildos are totally, you get the suction cup ones and then you stick them on. I was going to stick them on Jasper's.
What if he doesn't see it? And then there's kids driving like, Mom, what's that?
That's what makes it funny.
Sure.
I was going to stick it on Jasper's Mustang.
I'll go and put a rainbow sticker on somebody's
stuff. I was going to buy like 20 dildos and suction cup them.
I know some friends aren't, they have friends that are lesbians or whatever, but they're not.
Yeah.
And just stick one on their car.
Honestly, my prank was gonna be the flowers. I was gonna send flowers to a guy's job and then, you know, put a guy's name, like who they're from. But I actually bought him flowers and like just to give him flowers to see what his reaction was. And I told the Discord, he actually was very touched by the flowers. Like he really liked the flowers. So yeah, I bought a guy flowers. He loved them. Like he truly like adored them. It was gorgeous. So that made me happy.
Like, TP. Yes, TP is toilet paper.
We're so much fun. I know, yes, you are getting a reaction video to Miss Earth, by the way.
Tissue, toilet paper.
Like I said, I have so many videos to do. But Mom is finally free, so we can do more videos and blogging and podcast together.
I'm free. I'm single.
Single life. But you've only been single for like 3 weeks. I've been single for like almost 5 years at this point, so.
Still the kids.
You have to stay single. I am trying to get out of single life. And it's not easy, guys. It is not easy. The guys be playing games. They play games. They play a lot of games. So I'm trying to recoup myself and then see see what happens. Right now, emotionally, I'm like, not really into it, but we'll see what happens in a couple months for me. If I feel like diving headfirst into a relationship yet again. At least I don't have a mom that's really difficult to impress. Naveed said single, but not ready to mingle, mama. Yeah, she's not ready to.
I want to mingle.
Yeah, you can't have a serious relationship though. But no, typically the people that I'm around, you like. Like, I don't choose guys that suck. For lack of a better word, I don't choose men that suck. What is that? Is that me?
Yes, that's you.
Oh, that is me. Okay. Well, I haven't changed. I got my unbroken phone.
I want to mingle.
Oh, it's my pageant girlfriend. It's my pageant girlfriend. I love getting messages from my pageant girlfriends. You guys are amazing. I love the pageant queens. That's why sometimes it gets, it hurts my feelings when they get upset at me, because I'm like, I have to be fair and judge you fairly. If you're not doing a good job on stage, as a girlfriend, I'm going to tell you because I want you to do better. So when I find out a girl cries over my criticism, I'm like, you're using my criticism wrong. I just told you the answers and you're crying about, stop crying. Go fix it. I'm trying to help you win. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Get off the floor. Stop crying. You're embarrassing me. Like, you can't be my friend and be a whiner. I'm sorry. I can't. You can't do that. Because if my mom saw me doing stuff or looking a hot mess, she would tell me. You guys saw my mom. Let's say that I look like a man on camera. It's in a video. And it was my fitness competition. She's like, you look like a dude. My mom treats me the same way. Even worse. Honestly, my mom's way more ruthless on me than I ever would be on pageant queens because they're too sensitive. And I'm like, you're not supposed to be sensitive towards me. You're supposed to listen to what I told you and then go fix it, sis, because I just gave you the clue. Go fix it.
See, Naveed.
They be over here crying all the time. I can't stand a whiner. This is why I said I want to use Cherie. I'm going to start doing that, okay? It'll be a funny video. I'm going to do my reaction, but whisper all of my criticisms to Cherie and then have them filter through her mouth in like a princessy way.
You're hilarious.
Cause it'd be like a sovereign translator for like the people who are soft at heart, And be like, okay, this turn and that walk was terrible, and that smile looks so fake. I'm gonna have her translate it, and then she would just be like, okay, we definitely need some improvement on the walking posture. Though her legs look beautiful, it looks gorgeous. Like, she would put it in a way where people would just not even get, even her tone of voice is nice, but it would be funny. I need to do that. I need a sovereign translator so people stop crying over what I say.
It's a big place, but it's small over here. Navi,
you're almost ready to pick up my brother? It's not quite time yet. We still got time. But we do need to prepare eventually for another podcast. And I'm going to start editing because I got some videos to release. Even though I'm feeling under the weather, I'm still going to do what I got to do. And we've been here for 2 hours talking with Mom. And we'll be back again. Because Mom always has stuff to say. She just needs to get used to being on camera more. You know? Welcome to Single Life, Mom.
I don't like the way you said that.
What do you mean? We're all in this together.
I don't like this.
Well, you're going to stay in this for a good long time.
I don't like this.
No, it's not. It's definitely not your turn to get out of this.
I don't like this at all.
You're going to stay in this.
I don't like this one bit.
But
I think come summer, I might.
No, I said fall. You have to be single until fall, and then I'll support it.
Summer.
No. The rules of monarchies say
I'm single
you are not allowed to join into union without the approval of the queen. That is actually true. You realize that, right? That's true. You guys, those of you who are royal watchers, you guys know what I'm saying is true. The royal family's not allowed to marry without the approval of the sovereign. That is true. That's a thing. You can't.
I'm the queen.
You're the queen mother.
You're a princess.
No. Mom. Okay, there's a certain level of decorum that is expected in front of my court. Okay, let's not Let's not mince titles here.
I need some red vines.
You're the queen mother.
Some ice cream or something.
But you
I'm
haven't,
starting to go through it.
you do not usurp my power. You want sweets?
Yeah, you got my brain going different.
That's a good thing.
No, this isn't.
That's
good.
what podcasts are for. To get your brain just
No, this is
and then you let it out. See, you're learning. She's learning podcasting, you guys. Yay, mom.
Single life is not the business.
I know it's not. But you need to at least experience it for a while.
I have experienced it.
Not really.
I have.
Mom, what's
Tell her I experienced
the
this.
longest period of time you've ever been single?
It's been a while.
But I'm saying, what's the longest stretch of time you've ever been single?
My memory's not that great.
Okay, I've been with you since the age of, what, 15? So let's go through this.
Oh, goodness.
I think I would say
You're bringing up
2 years?
ruffling old feathers.
1 year, 2 years? Is the longest time you've ever had
Or you gotta
to be
ruffle up
single?
old feathers.
Because my point is, you haven't really been single for very long ever.
Single sucks.
It does. But until your calibration for men is better, I think, because you've already admitted in front of the people that you get attached to anything and everything in front of you too easily. So, until you do better, you're going to stay single, as decreed by the sovereign, which is law. Which is law. That we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Sorry. But after fall, we'll see what happens. No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I better be out of singleton before mom is. I will be so mad. I will be mad. I will be mad. Oh my goodness. Okay. You're terrible. We will see you guys in future podcasts. I'm going to get mom off of here. She needs more practice, but it's always fun talking to her. And we'll be back with more excursions and events of lots of hugs and love and everything. Yes, mom, I know. I have editing to do. You're ridiculous. Say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Love.
We will be putting up our podcast. Mom will be here for the non-pageantry things. I will be here definitely for the pageantry things. Every now and then, though, we will have her input because it is valuable, whether she knows it or not. You know? That'll be nice. But we're going to make sure she stays single, right? Yes. Yes. We need that. Oh, my God. I need to stop being so reckless.
Because I love you.
All right, guys. I'm